With Overwatch 2 coming out in just a few days, let's go over the new healer, tank, and DPS heroes, tips and tricks to optimize your plays. We'll be starting with Kiriko since she is the most fresh and least known about hero mechanically wise, but before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch and on top right. You have no idea how much helps me out, and let's get into the video.
Legendary? Whoa! No way, dude!
First things first, let's go over her healing Ofuda, which is her healing tags that is going to be the primary way that you heal with this hero. For the remainder of this explanation, I will be referring to healing Ofuda as tags. It takes 1 second to use all the tags, and each tag heals for 13 HP. Every single time you use a tag, you actually use a total of 2 tags, so every single time you throw out a tag, you heal 26 HP, assuming it connects. It takes 0.5 seconds to reload all your tags passively, so you don't need to press the reload button to reload your tags. When you send out the tags, they will always be blue unless you are pointing at someone, in which case it will be yellow. Yellow means that they are homing towards a player. Based on current gameplay, it doesn't appear that tags can be blue then turn into yellow, which means that if they aren't yellow right away, they will not heal someone and just keep moving forward until they disappear. So you need to keep a constant eye on who you're pointing to heal them. Tags will be destroyed on terrains, which means that it turning yellow and homing onto your target doesn't guarantee a heal. It could hit a piece of terrain before it connects with the player. When you connect with all your tags, you heal for a total of 130. She has a maximum of 10 tags, and you have a healing rate of 130 healing per 1.5 seconds if you take into account the reload time. Next is going to be her secondary fire, which is her kunais. She throws kunais that are able to deal up to 3 times more damage on headshot, so with regular damage it does 40 damage, and on headshot it does 120. Because of this, you can deal tons and tons of damage with Kiriko, but most pro level players aren't even able to get headshots all the time, so don't expect to see tons and tons of kills with Kiriko unless you are very lucky or super good at aiming. You have a maximum ammo of 12. The reload time on your kunais is 0.8 seconds, and overall is a very good secondary fire for a support character. If you play your cards right, you can deal the same amount of damage or even more damage than most DPS characters. The rate of fire of your kunais is 1 shot per 0.55 seconds. She has the ability Protection Shuzu, which upon impact, allies in the area become briefly invulnerable for 0.75 seconds and are cleansed of most negative effects. This has an arching projectile, which means that if it's from a faraway distance, you do have to angle your shot. The Shuzu can be destroyed by D.Va's defense matrix, Orisa's javelin throw, and of course Sigma's kinetic grasp. It can also be deflected by Genji's deflect, which turns it into his favor of course, but if it collides into an enemy after Genji deflects it, it will push the enemy back slightly, which is a unique effect only when Genji deflects it. This ability does not work on any constructs or turrets such as Tourbillon's or Symmetra's turrets, and currently we know that this can cleanse Sleep Dart, Biotic Grenade, the Dynamite on Ashe, Junker Queen's Rampage or Wound effects, aka her damage over time ability, which we will discuss when we go over Junker Queen, May's Blizzard, Reinhardt's Earth Shatter, and Sombra's Hack, so pretty much most CCs. This has a cooldown of 14 seconds, and when you use it, it heals instantly for 50 HP. She has the ability to teleport to any enemy that she sees with the ability Swift Step, which is going to be your left shift if you're on PC, which has a max range of 30 meters and a cooldown of 7 seconds. Swift Step can be used across walls, which means you could be looking at an ally that is perhaps in a building and you could teleport directly towards them as long as you're within the max range of 30 meters or less. This can be used on airborne targets, but as soon as you teleport to them, you will immediately fall. Of course, this teleport ability cannot be used in Junkrat's Steel Trap or Sigma's or Zarya's ultimate. She also has the passive ability, just like Hanzo and Genji, of wall climb, so you can wall climb with this hero if you so wish. Most of the time you will be using your teleport ability instead of this, but the climbing wall is a nice utility if you ever need it. Because of her ability to teleport to any target very easily, as well as her homing healing, she plays really well with flanking heroes such as Tracer and Genji, as well as any heroes that can get behind the enemy team, or generally any character or player that splits from the team. Her ultimate is Kitsune Rush, which has a lot of different applications with different characters. It summons a fox spirit that rushes forward, accelerating your movement, attack speed, and cooldowns of all allies that are in the path. Allies in this get a movement speed increase of 50%, a fire rate increase of 25%, an increased reload time, as well as an increased cooldown rate of 60%. This has a duration of 10 seconds and it has a max range of 25 meters. The ultimate will be completely stopped by terrain, so this means it can be blocked by May's Ice Wall and her Cryo Freeze, since Cryo Freeze acts as a terrain, even if she is an ally. If it does go over an edge, it will deploy along the ground underneath. It does not climb walls or cover any gaps. Bob can receive the benefits of Kitsune Rush, but constructs do not, nor does Junkrat's Riptire. Interestingly enough, the cooldown reduction has some inconsistencies. Blink, Concussive Mine, and Fire Strike are all abilities with charges receive the cooldown reduction. However, Particle Barrier, Projected Barrier, and Sentry Turret, which are also abilities with charges, do not currently receive the cooldown reduction. Baptiste's Immortality Field does not benefit from the cooldown reduction, but Biotic Orbs from Mora does, even though both begin their cooldown after deployment. A really easy to understand synergy with Kitsune Rush due to the fact that you get increased cooldown rate and rate of fire. If you have a ally Bastion, they can use this to make their burst damage when they're in their tank turret mode to deal even more damage than usual or even chase targets easier. There's tons of synergies with this ultimate, so go rampant on thoughts and ideas, maybe even tell me some in the comments below. If there's anything I can improve on this video, please tell me in the comments below. But as always, let me thank the members who make these videos possible. We have Clairvoyance, Rick and Glacius, Grey Wolf, Cameron, Wishkeeper, and Kala Doctor. These are the members on Patreon or YouTube who support me as little as $5 a month, and you can also support me as little as $5 a month by clicking the link in the comments or description or on the top right to become a member. The more members we have, the closer I get to becoming full-time, which of course means more videos for you guys. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.
And the last shall be first to immerse in a pass out heat, facing him out with a moxie melt till he woke up drowning in tchotchke hell. War in a cave with a torch on a wall, then a window arrangement of porcelain dolls.